You have to love yourself enough and just as much as you are with other people. But I want to come back and talk to you about the fact that, your body really does know, and you have to build your wealth from the inside out. Otherwise, your financial world is going to be built on stilts. And that's not good for anyone, particularly yourself. So I want you to consider this process that you have to build those financial muscles. Not only, like last video, I talked about the fact that you have to hold healthy boundaries, you have to set things in motion for yourself. But the question is that when you get that hit and you tune into that body intelligence, then how do you put it to action? It's one thing to know the information and observe the information, but then what do you do about it? It's really important. I always talk about the fact that when you start to hold financial boundaries for yourself, and that could be with debt structures, that could be with family members, that could be with holding your employer accountable to paying you more money. All of these things, your physical body will have a response system to any of those kind of financial scenarios. And so often we do not listen to them. Why? Because we don't love ourselves enough to actually take action based on those emotions. Because remember, emotions are energy in motion, and money is an energy that's just the result of those emotions that are energy in motion. Got it? I know, it's a lot. These online savings accounts are amazing things. Why? Because of the fact that you can name your financial intention. And one of the boundaries that I was holding on with family members was the fact that, I have 11 brothers and sisters. And to date, I have 44 nieces and nephews. I have 40 because 4 of them are my own. And in that alignment, there's always somebody that needs something. Always. And being the second oldest of 12 children, I felt like it was always, wow, how am I going to keep getting ahead? Because I'm a giver and I keep helping people and I'm a people pleaser and I'm a fix-it person going, this is my financial wiring. This is what happened in my childhood and how it got wired into my system. So I had to figure out ways in this process to listen to my body that was super frustrated. Like I felt like I was giving up my goals, giving up my dreams, and negotiating a way to help other people out. Anyone out there, big giver? Anyone out there like do things at your cost? I mean, think about so many things in our world teach us like do for others. But the thing is, you have to love yourself enough and just as much as you are with other people. This is where the crux of I see so many people's patterns, and you've generated income, you've figured out how to have steady income, but you're stuck in the matrix. You're stuck. Why? Because you're not actually listening to yourself. You're trying to reason it out. You're trying to be smart because you think someone financially outside of yourself is smarter than you are. And I'm here to tell you that is not the case. So when I was on this journey early on, I started to set up these online savings accounts. And one of them, because I have so many brothers and sisters, was called the Murphy Relief Fund because somebody needed help. So I set up this system to love myself just as much as I loved everybody else. So I was loving myself and them at the exact same time and financially setting up a system to do that. So I set up a Murphy Relief Fund. Why? Because I still wanted to help, but I didn't want to do it at my cost. And I just recently, I'm taping my audiobook for my Emotion Behind Money. And I was rereading out loud to the producer chapter 2. And I was talking about this story about my brother Tim. And I was talking about the fact that early on in my 30s, I had this Murphy Relief Fund. It was cranking. I decided how much per month I wanted to put in there because I could still accomplish my goals and help other people at the same time. And I had decided that so much money was going to go into this bucket to help others in my family, a certain amount per month and per paycheck. Sounds fair, right? And then my brother, so he calls up and he needed more money than I had in the account. And boy, that put me up against my stuff because I love to help. I love to be a giver. And gosh darn it, I am a people pleaser and I want to fix things for others. I'm a problem solver. I'm a financial planner. But the thing was, is I had to love myself just as much. And when Tim called me up and he said, I need $1,500. My car broke down. I need my car to work and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh God, I'm right up against all my stuff. On some level, it absolutely broke my heart. It still brings me to tears to this day. Because I wanted to fix it for him. I totally wanted to fix it for him. And I just had to love myself too. And I hadn't done it before. And my body was screaming at me that I had to take care of myself and take care of my family. So I told him I had $841.50 in the account. I said, Tim, you can have every dime, hon, but this is what I got. And then I was like, I almost felt like I needed to duck and cover. I almost felt like, oh my God, what is this going to do? Is he going to hate me? I was almost fearing the repercussions of not just rolling over and doing it the way somebody else went, being the good girl, the good Catholic girl that's just supposed to get it done. I gave him the money. He didn't say much, which actually made me feel even that much more awkward. He said thank you, gave him the money, sent him the money, never heard anything. He figured out how to get the car fixed. Here's the amazing part. About 3 years later, he called me up and he said, hey, Jewel, you still got that fund, that Murphy Relief Fund? I said, yeah, Tim, I still got it. I said, why, what's up? He goes, I'm going to send you that money back. Put it back in there so when someone else in our family needs money, you can help them with that too. Because now I'm making enough money and I wanted to put it back in the kitty. So in me loving myself, I spent more love, more kindness, more joy, and more abundance. And Timmy learned to love himself too. That he then became more income affluent, more asset affluent, because I did it by example. This is true for with our kids, with our family members, with our employers, our friends. Do you want to experience free coaching based on my 25 plus years as being a financial planner and ask me any question that you want to ask me to help you get past that hurdle in your financial world? I run these free workshops every other month to start to open you up, to start to help you get to this next place. The information for my free workshop, click the link below and register, and I'll see you on the next workshop.